Football is just 8 days away, and we are here to do some season predictions for every NFL team. Today, we're just going to do the NFC East. So we're going to start off with the Buffalo Bills schedule right here. Week 1, they have the New York Jets away from home, and I'm going to have them winning that game. I think they will beat the Jets on the road. Then I have them beating the Las Vegas Raiders. Then I have them beating the Washington Commanders. Then I have them beating the Miami Dolphins. Then in London, it seems like this game's going to be against Jacksonville. I'm going to have them dropping that one to Trevor Lawrence. Then they play the Giants. I don't see the Giants winning that game. Then they have the Patriots. It's always tough playing the Patriots at home, so I'm going to have the Patriots win that game. Then they have the Bucs. I think they will take care of the Bucs. Then they have the Bengals, and you know how they are against the Bengals. They always lose, so I'm going to have them losing that game. Then they have the Broncos. I have them winning that game. Then the Jets. Again, I have the Jets. No, I have the Buffalo Bills winning that game. Then they have the Eagles. I'll have the Eagles winning that game. Hold up. What is this? Okay. Then they go on a bye week. Then they come back from the bye week. Then they have the Chiefs. I have them dropping the game against the Chiefs. Then they have the Cowboys. I'll have them beating the Cowboys. Then they have the Chargers. I have them beating the Chargers. Patriots again, beating the Patriots. And then Miami at home, I have them losing to Miami at home. So their record, 11-6 for the Buffalo Bills. Now let's move on to the next team, which will be the Dolphins. Dolphins are next. So week 1, they have the Chargers in LA, so I'll have the Chargers winning that game. Then they have the Patriots on the road as well. They have 2 away games to start off the season, and you know how they face off against Bill Belichick in Gillette Stadium, and I'll have them dropping that game. Then they have the Broncos, so I'll have them winning against the Broncos. They lose the game to the Bills. They lose to the Giants. I have the Giants beating them. Yes, sir. Then they have the Panthers. I'll have them beating the Panthers. Then they have the Eagles. They will lose to the Eagles. Then they have the Patriots in Miami, and I'll have them winning that game. Then this game is in Germany against the Chiefs. Germany game against the Chiefs, and I'll have the Dolphins winning that game as well. I'll have them beating the Chiefs in Germany. Then they have a bye week. Then they come back from the bye week. Then they have the Raiders. I'll have the Raiders winning that game. Then they have the Jets. I think the Jets will win that game. Then they have the Washington Commanders. I'll have the Miami Dolphins winning that game. Then they have the Tennessee Titans, also a win. Then they have the Jets at home, so I'm going to give them a W there. Then they have the Cowboys at home. I'll have them losing to the Cowboys at home. Then they have the Ravens. I'll have them winning against the Ravens. And then week 18, they beat on the Buffalo Bills to end off the season, which will give them a 9-8 record for the Miami Dolphins. So there you guys have it, 9-8 for the Miami Dolphins. And now let's move on to the next team, which will be the New England Patriots. All right, Patriots are next. So week 1, they have the Eagles to start it off, and I'll have them losing to the Eagles. Then week 2, they get a W against the Dolphins. Week 3, in MetLife Stadium, I'll have them beating the Jets. Yes, sir. Then they face the Cowboys on the road, which will give the Cowboys that W. I think the Cowboys will beat the Patriots. Then they have to face Derek Carr and the Saints, and I'll have them beating Derek Carr and the Saints. Then they have the Raiders, and I'll have them beating the Raiders. Then they have the Bills. They beat the Bills. Then they have the Dolphins. The Dolphins beat up on them. Then they have the Washington Commanders. I'm going to give them a W there. Then they have the Indianapolis Colts. I will give them a W there. Then they have the New York Giants. You know how they face against the New York Giants. They always lose, so I'm going to give the Giants the W there. Then they face off against the Los Angeles Chargers, and I'll give them a W there. Then they go on the road in Pittsburgh to face the Steelers, and I'm going to give them a W there as well. Then they face the Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes. I'm going to give them a loss there. Then they go to Denver. You know how hard it is to play in Denver, so I'm going to have the Broncos win that game against the Patriots. Then they go to Buffalo and lose. And then the final week of the season against the New York Jets, I'm going to have them sweeping the Jets. Yes, sir. I'm going to have them sweeping the Jets and winning that game, which will put them at a 10-7 record for the New England Patriots. And then the final team on this video, which we will go over, will be the New York Jets. All right. So week 1, they drop one to the Buffalo Bills. Week 2, against Dallas on the road, I'm going to have them winning against Dallas. Then they drop one to the New England Patriots at home. Then they face Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. I will have them losing that game. Then they face the Broncos at Mile High, which will give the Broncos that win. I think the Jets cannot play in Mile High Stadium. I think they will lose that game. Then I'll have them losing to the Philadelphia Eagles. Then they go on a bye week, and they have plenty of time to study the Giants, and I think the Giants will lose that game. I think the Jets will get them there. Then they have the Los Angeles Chargers at home, which will give them a W there. Then they have the Las Vegas Raiders. I think the Raiders will get that game. Then they go on the road to face the Buffalo Bills. They will lose that game. They come back home, face the Miami Dolphins, get a win there. Then they face off against the Atlanta Falcons. I'll give them a W there. Houston Texans against CJ Stroud. I'll have them winning that game. Then they go to Miami to face the Miami Dolphins, and they'll lose that game. Then they face off against the Washington Commanders in Week 16, and they get a W. They face off against the Sean Watson and the Cleveland Browns. I'll have them dropping that game. And finish off against the New England Patriots with a loss. So in total, I'll have the New York Jets finishing 7-10, a 7-10 record. Aaron Rodgers is not going to be happy again, and he will probably retire. So there we have it with the New York Jets record, 7-10. So in total, let's go back here. The AFC East will be like this. First place will have the Buffalo Bills with an 11-6 record. Second place will have the New England Patriots with a 10-7 record. Then we'll have the Miami Dolphins with a 9-8 record, and the New York Jets finishing it off with a 7-10 record. So there you guys have it, the AFC East predictions. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the other teams that I will be doing. I don't know which division I will do next, but we'll find out tomorrow. And please leave a like on this video and subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.